kicker. That's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Chicago.
60 Bison.
Running right, Portis. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's caught left side, Burton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears
on the give, here's Portis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The slot man in motion right. Second and 14. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together.
43 rail. Fight. 97. Ready. Hut.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
The Falcons had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where the open week fell.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go. 52 blaster.
They'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. 20. 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete to the rookie from Michigan.
Now they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
You look at this Bears defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. But they know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
And it brings up third down.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll change things up. They hand it off to Portis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is. And let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready.
Back to throw here.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and a couple.
Ready, set.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Fight, 97. Hut.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Set, ready, ready.
They'll look to throw here. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Drops this one off to Portis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
The Falcons' 44-yard line.
Richardson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Third and less than a yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run with Richardson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a carry for Portis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Going into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it dropped to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Tyler Algier. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. 52 Bulls. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
50 series. Set, hut.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Ready,
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Bears 21. Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Let's go now.
They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A run with Portis. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Set. Hunt.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Delgado. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Okay, ready? Set. Flash. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Over the middle, complete. It's Delgado. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go. Cut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's London. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Red 38. Set.
Back to throw again. Looking left side of he's got a man. That's Delgado. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 53. Set.
Back to throw now on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
2 yards to go, second down.
Field, black. Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Slide blue. Hut.
They'll set up a throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Set, ready.
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Down. Hut.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score. Hit 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play to expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. Ready.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Ready, ready,
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
ready. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Into the hands of London. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready, ready, ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Blaster, 6. 6.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operating in your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll run it here with Portis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Portis. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense.
with 1:53 left.
And the Bears first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Set, ready, set.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Delgado.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Falcons first down.
Back to throw.
Connecting with Andrews. Here comes second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
Another Falcons first down.
And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds.
Here comes second down.
Let's go now. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. This is 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man down the field, that's Burden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Set to kick off.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? He brings a little funk with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It was Bryant Cook who made the tackle. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll push his way through. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Down. Ready.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they said, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Fight. 92 blue. Set.
They'll look to throw again. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
22 needle. Let's go now. 60 red. Hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal, coming back the other way.
On the handoff, they start with Richardson. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation. Now's their time.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. And the only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving.
Backed up deep in their own territory, they were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get them a couple.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
M-E-H, man. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.